I swear they're easy.
Here, I'll break this for right now.
Oh, I believe
And I won't
hear.
die.
Hello?
Hello, up
look
here.
away.
Up where? Oh, are you
Okay,
in the
well-
barracks?
Yeah, we're
We're
trying
in the
to
war.
get
No, we're in the war
guests.
room. So
Or,
upstairs.
sorry, not the barracks.
Fang!
Fang!
I have a shield for this reason.
Doesn't matter. They're all gonna be mad at you now.
Oh, yes, they are
Until
very
I go
mad.
into the overworld.
Can you put the?
Ah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pigs.
That's
They're all-
not bad.
there's more down here, dummy.
Oh,
It's fine. It's not that
I
big of
know
a deal.
it's not.
Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
I
See,
can't
all I have
even
to
get along with
Fang,
our
I
own
swear.
citizens.
If I just do this, that's fine.
Did someone pick up the other ladder?
I put it up there.
I see we're starting off dangerous today.
They were stuck up there, and they weren't coming out. So, are there any to the right? Or are they all over here?
Oh, there's so many right here.
Okay, well don't just. Don't
Ah,
let them
look
in.
at this family. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
there's
6,
more
7,
coming.
8, 9, 10,
Yup,
11,
come on, fellas.
12.
Just all pile in.
Ah, I see.
Anyone have like a?
I
bucket of
see
lava?
the fans of the Water Kingdom.
What the heck is going on?
Anyone have like a bucket of lava?
And then wait. does
I
anybody pick
do,
up the
I
I
do.
have a
instrument?
bucket.
I have a
Can you
bucket of
give me the
lava.
bucket? Oh, actually.
Oh.
Give me that.
Malachi,
Ah.
if you just wanna just pour it on him. Just pour it on him.
Oh, well, now I threw it, so
Oh.
now it's just awkward.
Well,
Hold on.
just pour it on him.
There's a lot happening.
Oh,
Oh,
hi, buddy.
so what was the point of pouring it on them, as it's not going to really do
'Cause they're
anything?
slower.
Oh, I picked it up.
Okay, well.
Oh, I think the instrument burned.
I still hear him playing it.
Oh
Yeah,
yes,
I
there are
still-
2 of them playing.
Oh,
I
don't
think I got
It's
it.
it's a lot. It's actually
Well, no, I
very
didn't get- I
loud.
didn't get the piano,
Oh goodness.
but- Oh my gosh.
Ah, free XP.
I found out I can just kind of right click on some of them. And
Oh
I
my
just-
goodness.
I got their sword.
Oh my.
Oh.
I don't. Usually
Can you
they
just
hate-
keep doing that?
I
You just take away all their weapons?
I don't know. I don't know how it happened.
Ah, so now we're robbing.
Hello, Lucario.
Hi.
Oh my gosh, how do you have the instrument again?
I want it.
Oh, I got
It's
the sword.
passion is to do music.
Come back here. You little child. Give it to me. Yes.
He still has it for me.
So you can just take it off of their hands.
Oh,
Interesting.
now you
Yeah.
have it.
Done.
Now you're playing it.
Well, now I need to find that instrument.
I have
There's
3.
more coming, by the way.
It's
Why
fine.
are you hitting the pigment?
Because they're stuck in the war room and they need to leave.
Oh dear.
Would you mind taking these for me?
I hear another one with an instrument.
Oh no, that's me.
My God.
Oh.
Dun, 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 dun,
Okay,
dun.
well, I think that everyone who is coming to the meeting is supposed to. Oh my god.
I'm just going up here.
Who's coming
They
to the
come in
meeting
waves.
should be here. I would
It is,
request
it's
all of
quite
you
a
in
raid.
the war room, please.
To the war
Okay.
room.
I have something I would like to discuss with you.
Me too. I'll be right
I
back.
wonder what will be discussed in the war room. Why am I struggling to
We're
walk over
hosting
this?
a party.
There we go. My goodness.
Guys, we're gonna host a party. It's gonna
in
be
the
great.
war room.
Yes.
An interesting spot for a party.
Shift back. There you go. It's everything dropped.
I'm gonna deal with the guests outside. Hold on.
Ow.
You can start.
Are we inviting the guests to the
cannot.
party?
Oh, everyone's here.
Just
well-
about.
What do you mean?
Ah,
Heirs.
the
you may
passive
take your
sound of
seats
death
if
in the
you
background.
So choose.
I want to sit over here.
Okay. Knights, you may also sit if you'd like.
Hmm.
Fang and I will probably stand. Thank you.
Ah,
And then whenever that dumbass gets his butt up here, we can start.
sounds good.
Ah, the sound of murder.
Start without me.
No.
Yes, I just love the
Hi.
sound of pigsmen dying in the morning. It's a great way to
Mom.
start my day. Actually, hold up. I need like 2 more experience. I'll be
It's
right
not
back.
morning.
Oh.
They're gone. They're gone.
Oh,
The
man.
morning stuff.
Go back up.
All right.
Okay, Garfield.
What?
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 I'm not a morning person.
Mood.
It's 11 a.m. Easy.
I woke up at 9. Yeah, I stayed up till 4.
I went to bed at 2 and I woke
And
up at 9.
whose fault is that?
I was watching this video game. Jeez.
Okay, it's still your fault. Anyway,
I'm gonna turn this up so I can hear you guys. Anyway. This is all your fault. Anyway. So. We have come to discuss something with you all. I will be passing the message along to Night Ash as well. In this regard. There has been a discovery of sorts. I'm turning mobs down because they're distracting me. Go away. There has been a discovery of sorts where myself and all the other princesses were given a key and a book with coordinates. We have since gone on missions, which you may or may not have known of, to discover what is at these coordinates. Both locations, both in the Nether and in the Overworld, revealed nothing. So we are still working on deciphering what is to come. However, Princess Maholia has a hunch that it may be towards a place called the End Dimension. It is from what I know, it is a very, very old dimension. Probably as old as the Nether and the Overworld combined. Probably, I would want to say it almost dates before the Winter Kingdom. And they are old. They are immortal. So they want to go. Majority of the kingdoms, from my understanding, a lot of them are discussing it, but the Elven Kingdom at least, our allies, want to go. We wanted to discuss with you all today what your opinions are on this. Because where I stand is we gain absolutely nothing from assisting in this. Other than maybe materials. But there is a very big... What?
I was raising my hand. I'd like to add something.
Is it what you discussed with me? 'Cause I was getting to that.
No.
What is it?
I mean, it's part of it, but it's the fact that they need our materials to actually get into the end as well.
Oh, yes, yeah. I don't know how much material they need.
Do
What
they need
specifically?
blaze?
I am under the impression that they don't necessarily need it, but it would be a lot. If we were to supply it, it would be the fastest and easiest way versus spanning the overworld for locations that may house 1 or 2 here and there when we have a literal infinite supply. I don't know the logistics of it. They are under the impression that wherever these coordinates lead us to, should we have had them wrong, we may not need the ability to open the dimension. Just supply them with armor and materials that, if they pay heavily enough, I would assume that we would let them keep. But if we let them keep it, we are down the upper hand when it comes to protection and strength. Because it would not just be the Elven Kingdom that is looking to armor up, per se. Now, the biggest issue that Fang has brought up is if we don't, there is the possibility of a 3v1. And in the last couple of days, learning that Princess Maholia has been... I don't know if this is malicious. And this is something that I have talked to you fully about. The trades that we have been doing, or the things that they have been giving us and we have owed them, have been paid in full. However, one of the things that they were requested was water-breathing potions. And I have since learned that water-breathing potions allow mermaids to breathe air on land. So, with that being said, if we do not assist and they do not wish to just do it without our help and without our resources, and they wish to take said resources, it has now become a 3v1 to a 4v1. Maybe not, maybe still 3v1 because I don't think that the Elven Kingdom would attack necessarily, but we might lose our ally there, and that would not be good since our ally has our only way to the overworld. Fang, did I miss anything?
No, I think you got it.
Alright, well, round table, literally, open discussion for thoughts and feelings.
So, they've been trading for water breeding potions. Have they been, like, did they intentionally deceive us to give them to the mermaids?
I'm not sure.
Or are they keeping them themselves? Because that's a little...
So the series of events that happened was someone racked up a bill that we then owed them for. And what they requested was water-breathing potions. Now, I told them that we would need the materials for it because water-breathing potions require pufferfish, which is an overworld product. We then made the potions, paid them, and it was fine. They then wanted quartz, and they were willing to trade a mending book for quartz. So my scythe now has mending on it and is much stronger than it was before, which is a good thing. However, to get that mending book, they then traded with the mermaids.
So it was a three-way trade.
Yes. And I know this information, not meta, because Maddie had told me that she had traded with the mermaids to get with the water-breathing potions. So I feel a little bit betrayed by that, just because although the Mermaid Kingdom is the weakest, I would argue, amongst a 1v1, should it be on common ground. However, with them having the ability to breathe on land, they now have the potential option to come here, where before they could not. Because if they put water down, it would just simply disappear. But now they can breathe here. So the chances of them coming here, should we not supply them with materials, could likely increase. That is a hypothesis, that is a assumption. In the end, they could not even need us. They could go to the dimension and be fine with just diamond armor. But
I may sound arrogant, but the threat of them coming here doesn't necessarily scare me.
It does not scare me. More so, just raises a flag for me. It is something else to keep on the back of my mind, and my mind is very full as it is. So,
The other thing is they'd be limited on time.
they would. They'd have, at max, maybe about 8 minutes to commit an assassination. However, that all depends on strength and numbers. And so, in my worry and in my concern, I very much heavily push and advise a buddy system. I do not want the heirs going out alone without a knight or being close to the castle, should they decide they want to come here, since there is only one point of entry, as it is right now. So, but thoughts? What are your feelings on this end dimension? Do we want to go? I am completely content with ruling over the entirety of the Nether as its own realm. I do not need another realm to be looking after. Another
like to
point as
say-
well. Oh, sorry.
go
Let me
ahead.
just make
No,
this quick.
yeah.
This quick point. Another thing is that should we aid the Elven Kingdom in the conquering of the end dimension, we are allies with them. So we could hypothetically, we'd still gain something. It's just they would then be armored. So all possibilities on the table. While there's, I mean, whatever you guys think. I know that if all the princesses do end up going, all of the kingdoms will be undefended, unattended to, as well. That is also something to think about. So,
Well, we also have to keep in mind everyone's weaknesses as well. If they're heading to this dimension, the elves are screwed. There's probably no forest in the end, or whatever this dimension may be.
so they cannot heal without golden apples.
Exactly. And then you have the mermaids who cannot breathe. Again, they'll be limited on time. Two
Unless they
weaknesses right
use
there.
water.
That's also
I'll
true.
say we need more information on this end dimension because
Well, here's everything I know personally. Just going based off of the traits of Enderman, because I'm assuming they come from there based off of the name.
Would make sense.
Endermen don't like water. If you put water in them or if they fall in water, they get hurt and they teleport away. So I'm assuming there's no actual water in the end, but I would assume water can be in the end, unlike here.
Yeah.
I've never heard anything of the end being too hot for water.
so they do not need water breathing potions. They just need to be aware of the water. However, we could sabotage them, block up their water unless they have like 20 buckets of it. But even then,
It also makes them sitting targets.
exactly.
We
cannot easily enter their kingdom, though. They are something. They are of, in my opinion, they are. What's the word I'm looking for? They are a side threat. They're within my peripheral, but they are not my main focus. And now that could be a good thing, that could be a bad thing. But regardless, an eye is kept on them, but not as heavily as maybe the Seraphs or the Winter Kingdom or the Elves, even if they decide to turn. The Seraphs I am very worried about because I may need to get some more information on them, but I'm pretty sure I heard in passing at some point or another in my life that Seraphs actually do just as much, if not a little bit more damage when here. Not when on fire, but when here. They still take fire damage, but I don't know if it's damage or if they have more health. They're not as easy to hit when here. So a fight with the Seraphs on our turf would actually not be ideal. We do not have an upper hand when it comes to them here.
If we end up
So-
having to fight the Seraphs, then we can just go to their kingdom with a lot of lava and just dunk the place, and then we can fight them there.
Ground them, essentially.
Ground them.
Make them
And
suffer.
I know with Seraphs, they can't sleep unless they're high enough up.
They wouldn't be sleeping during a war anyways.
Yeah, but just in general, like, if it's a war, we gotta whittle them down.
Yeah.
And that's one way to do it.
Alright. I will stop talking. The floor is yours.
It just appears to me that our hands are tied no matter what we do. We don't
I
really
don't
have
think
a choice.
that the Elven Kingdom will be upset necessarily, but there's still 3 other kingdoms that we would have to worry about. being
Exactly.
upset.
I think we should help.
Is
Why is
that
that?
from fear, or is that from an actual genuine place?
Well, here's the thing. I'm not afraid. I think the talk of war is a bit extreme right now.
I just bring it up as a
Sure, but
Extreme
we're already
negative.
planning on how to defeat them, and that's worrying to me.
Lena, I regret to inform you, but the thought of how to take down each kingdom individually has not been a new thought for me.
That's not what I
is-
mean.
What
I
do you
just
mean?
mean, not to call out you, Lucario, but you wouldn't let them die, or something like that.
What?
Said let them suffer.
There you go. It's it feels a little more emotional than I think planning for the worst case. But
Oh, well,
that's
I'm glad I didn't say anything out loud then, because you would not have liked my comment either.
oh,
Unfortunately, out of all the kingdoms, Lena, the Seraphs are on the top of my shit list. So,
Me too.
for many reasons. So, and like I said, them potentially having being hardier here within the Nether also makes them a threat. Because what I understand of the other kingdoms and the princesses, they have their strengths within their realms. The fact that the Seraphs have a strength within our realm makes me uneasy. I will not lie. So, yeah, again, just thoughts, thinking, extremisms. I know it might not come to that, but it's always something that it should be on our minds. So, why do you want to help them? Like, why would you want to give them armor and that?
I didn't want to talk about this just yet. I may have gone out yesterday.
Where?
In the Winter Kingdom?
Why?
I tried you you mentioned the library and I know you were gonna go, but I thought I would go and I wasn't alone.
Yes, hello.
Did you escort her there?
Yes, of course.
Why?
Well, she was gonna go without me.
Lena,
Here, look.
I told you I had it covered. I would have found out information for you. You did not need to leave. So you showed her then how to get out.
I mean, it's right at the front door.
So it does work then, because you told me it didn't work. So did you lie to me, Sir Malachi?
I did not lie. It did not work for me when I tried it, but apparently it worked for her, and then it worked for me. I do not know. But apparently it works now.
That's great. That does not mean anything, because it is still against my rules to be leaving, period. Is that something that is hard to understand? Am I not making myself clear when I set in laws after closing the borders that no one is allowed to leave other than those given explicit permission? And I don't ever recall either of you coming and asking me.
Why did you close the borders?
To keep us safe
From?
from the other kingdoms.
And why would you think they would hurt us? What shifted?
There is a multitude of factors.
We're discussing them.
We are not discussing them. We are discussing what we are going to do about a new dimension coming into play and possible threats of other kingdoms needing things from us and whether we want to play a part in this. That is what we are discussing today. We are not discussing why I closed the borders 2 years ago. That has been discussed with the necessary people and is done with. Do I make myself clear?
Yes.
Lena,
Perfectly.
thank you. Now, you went to the Winter Kingdom,
Yeah.
to the library, and you found out information.
I got Mom's journal. I have a feeling they found out about the end before us. That's why I think we should help.
Them knowing about the end dimension and not telling us does not incline me to want to help about it. I
What
would
if-
need more information than that.
They left a few different pages. The last one saying they were going on some grand adventure to figure out everything.
Mother and father went to the end. I need to read this book more thoroughly. But does it say anything in here why they were going there?
It was something like the words that they were decoding sounded like a bad prophecy for the Nether, and they wanted to protect us.
Hold on to that for me. What is your thought process? Because for me, that just makes me go the opposite way. If the Winter Kingdom knew of the end, if the dimension has already been opened by other factors and potentially our parents, then they went there, and that's probably how they died, which just makes me believe that the end dimension is no safer than it is in any of the other kingdoms. So that does not incline me to want to go or to help. I do not want to send my allies to their deaths. So I would then, in turn, be helping them for it to maybe not even matter.
That's a lot of assumptions. To think that they even opened a way to get to the end. They just left towards it.
Mother and father were strong. They were not... They were allied, more so than we are now with the other kingdoms. How else would they have died?
How do we know they're dead? What if they're just stuck there?
That's a very optimistic view of that. They've been gone for years.
Almost 10 to be specific. Are there any other thoughts on this matter?
Well, again, at the end of the day, I believe our hands are still tied. It's either we help in some way, or we possibly have every kingdom against us. So it appears we don't really have a choice. However, I am reluctant on the armor situation. For obvious reasons. It would make them stronger. Which is something we don't need.
From what I understand, from a few different sources, is that Fire Ruby is not as strong as Netherite. It's almost as strong, I believe. So, we would be giving them better armor than we currently are equipped with.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a lot. That is an insane amount for our blacksmith, and it would have to be an all-hands-on-deck effort to obtain that much netherite when we ourselves don't even have netherite yet.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to say that one benefit, and I talked to you already about this, Princess Morgan, one possible benefit that we would have for going to the end with them and helping them open it is fostering better relations for the future.
I do agree that it does have some rights to it, but we do not know their motives.
We never will unless we talk to them.
They're not going to tell
Talking
us the
to
truth.
them, yeah. Realistically,
Whether or
people
not they
don't-
tell us the truth, we have our eyes, we have our ears, we can at least be close enough to see.
And then they see everything that we're doing as well.
That's how it works.
Yes, and I do not want them to know anything. The less information they know, the better. They would essentially be paying us off to be stronger than us, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Mm-hmm.
I dislike it quite strongly. We're already talking about them, how they're being threats, yet we're also talking about giving them more to make them even greater threats to us. So there's no guarantee that they will just look kindly at us, even if we do give them the gear.
Who's to say that now or along down the line they maintain this armor, they don't use it foolishly, and then they can gear up and cause something later. Who's to say that we want something in the future from them and they tell us no, and then we can't do anything about it because they are stronger than us? That is my biggest worry about this right now. And I understand fostering relations, but we don't have much to gain from them.
There is one thing that we will almost always have over them, and that is potions. You can only brew potions here, and a lot of the ingredients needed to make. Well, I'm saying like the resources are here.
Specific potions, yes.
Well, I'm saying like brewing stand, stuff like that, blaze powder.
Things
that you need to brew are here, and the strongest potion materials Things like strength potions, fire resistance potions are in the Nether, not anywhere else. So that's something that we will always have over them.
So, contrary to popular belief, it is possible for them to get both Netherwort and Blaze Rods in the overworld. I have heard from a little birdie that someone may already have the ability to have a brewing stand. They just don't have an excess amount of blaze powder to be fueling the potions. But like you said, there are specific Nether resources that require specific potions that require Nether items, but again, they can just come and take them. They really wanted to. I don't want to. I want to preface this. I know it seems like I'm arguing a lot of points, but I am trying to get all facets of information out there. So. I know that in the end it is my decision, but you are my people and I care about your thoughts about it.
I also think that we don't necessarily need to give them netherite at the end of the day.
I believe that as well.
Diamond armor is strong enough, especially with enchantments. They should be fine. They don't need netherite.
Mm-hmm.
If we have netherite, then that's fine, but I don't think we need to give them netherite in order for them to survive.
Another option that was proposed by Chancellor Kano was that 1 to 2 people from the Nether escort the going parties, and they are the sole carrier of any items that that they may need. So we are not giving them items that they can then go, oh, well, I didn't use, so I'm just going to hold on to this. I'm just going to put this away for a rainy day, per se. It would be, I need this, I need a healing potion. They splash them with the healing potion. I need this, blah, 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 whatever. Should they need blaze rods to, for any reason, we hold on to them and we are the curator or creator of whatever item that requires blaze rods or blaze powder, and we accompany them that way. So it would be a very small party of Netherians that would actually go on this. So that is another option as well. But I know that we had this meeting a couple days ago, and I know that they are looking to have a decision probably soon so they can start preparing for it, if they haven't already.
With the point being made that they can probably survive whatever they go against with just diamond armor that has enchants on it, then that further supports my line of thinking that they don't need our netherite.
To me, it just sounds like they need us more than anything. There's a lot of demands from them, from us. We need this, we need that.
We are not in a different boat than they are, however. There are things that we required of them that we procured. I can't say that word. Procured. Bleh. And I know that the Netherian citizens come to us with requests here and there as well.
Well, obviously, people are capable of sneaking out, so we can just, if they have requests, we don't need to trade for them. We just have someone go get them.
That could start a whole.
Yeah.
That could start a whole big thing that doesn't necessarily need to happen.
Well, we were discussing the potential of war anyway, so it's in line with that.
Now, when it comes to this whole end thing, I'm assuming the other kingdoms will send everyone they can to go on these missions, correct?
I'm not sure, actually. I'm not quite... I'd have to... I would have to discuss that with them. Give me a moment. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. How are you? Oh, careful.
It's really awkward that we can still hear her.
Shut up! I can't hear you. Oh, I don't want to do that.
Now?
Ah, hello. Yes, now I can hear you. Ah! Thank you for the food.
And medicine.
And medicine, yes, thank you. Is there something that I can help you with otherwise? Not
I
trying
need
to
to
be.
know where they are.
Where who is?
My friends.
Who are you speaking about specifically?
Dan and Gabe.
They are not here right now. We're having a meeting, actually.
I can't find them.
What?
I haven't seen them.
For Malachi,
Hmm?
Knight Lucario.